welcome to Share Yoga with Laura. Today we're going to be doing an osteoporosis friendly chair yoga workout. Whether you're managing low bone density or just looking for safe ways to stay active as you age, here we go. All the moves here will be seated, slow, gentle, and safe. Of course, if you do have osteoporosis, make sure that your doctor has approved whatever exercises that you can do. All right. That being said, my name is Laura Wilson, a certified personal trainer working with seniors for over 19 years. I have worked with many people with osteoporosis and many people who have been referred by their doctor not to exercise too much. So I've learned from them what poses are safe, which ones to avoid. So we're definitely going to be careful with our spine today, rounding of our back. We're going to focus on things that should help with our posture as well. Focused on a nice long spine and things that will help build our bone density, all right? So let's begin sitting up tall. We want to really focus on not rounding or slouching our back. We want to stay nice and tall the whole time. When we do move, we're going to focus on hinging at our hips, not rounding our back. Let me show you the difference. Rounding our back would be making that C shape. Hinging would be coming forward, our spine staying nice and long the whole time. So notice my spine didn't shift at all. It didn't round coming into this. It was nice and long the whole time. So think about that when it comes to hinging at your hips. If you do take any kind of classes, yoga class or anything else, make sure to remember to hinge, not fold forward. But let's go here, taking our knees a little bit wider. And we are going to just begin with that hinging of our hips forward, keeping our spine nice and tall, getting familiar with that move. The safest way that we can move our spine if we are concerned about breaking any bones. But let's come back up, and we're going to do an easy walk in place. It's not going to stay easy though, because one thing that we can do while we are in a chair, especially if you don't get up and move around much or jump, is we can add a stomp. Stomp. I hope the person in the apartment below doesn't get concerned. I'll only do a few for now. Let's slow it back down to that nice and slow one. Remember, keep your core engaged, keep your spine long. Let's go ahead and toe heel this out. And again, just find a hinge at our hips, forward and back. Do not fold forward, keeping our shoulders up and back. Let's also sit up tall here. We're going to take our elbows out, press our shoulders back. So opening and stretching the muscles across our chest. Come back to the center. So building muscle strength also builds bone strength. And while I did say this was an all-seated workout, or mostly seated, anyway, it's mostly seated. Let's take this to 2 squats, sit to stand squats. Bring yourself up, take yourself down. Again, keeping your spine nice and long the whole time. No rounding, just hinging at those hips. Now, we're gonna add a stomp to this. Stomp squats to add some extra jumping kind of motion. Take it to a stomp and then stand up. Stomp, stand up. I learned this one from a different physical therapist. Stomp. We're going to see about doing 8 more. I meant 4 more. Sorry. Well, anyway, let's do 1 more, whatever number we're doing, and we'll call that enough for now. All right. Let's bring our hands to our knees. Remember, keep your spine long. We're going to shrug our shoulders back, and we're going to lean forward, bending our elbows, squeezing them into our ribs. Now put as much weight on your hands as you can and push your upper body up. So modified push-ups here. Lower down slowly. Feel that weight in your arms. You can still get a lot of weight from your upper body. Squeeze your elbows in, press up. Making sure to breathe. That one got my heart rate up a little bit. This is also a good way to work on proper form. Remember, you're hinging forward, keeping your back straight, spine long. All right, let's bring it down and hover. Hover, hover, feel those arms shake, and come back up, shake that out. So let's open up, take it back. From there. All right, sitting up tall. Let's take our legs wide. And here again, we're going to keep our spine long and just do a little hinge to the side and another hinge to the other side. So again, focus on keeping your spine up and long. We're not bending it to the side. We're just getting a little stretch to our hips and waist by moving our spine straight and over. One more each side. Remember, spine long. And bring it in. Let's reach back, hold on to the back of our chair. Let's really open up across our chest. Squeezing our back. Feeling this openness in the front of our body. And releasing from here. Even though twists are generally considered unsafe for people to do with osteoporosis, I have learned from an expert on osteoporosis that some twisting can be beneficial. The key is form. So we're going to make sure that our spine stays long. We are not bending our spine in any way to get into this twist. And we're not going to go that far. Some of the research even indicates that twisting can be good for building up these bones. So let's twist from the waist and then the shoulders. We're just going to do an easy twist, but notice how my spine is not bending in any way. It's still nice and super long like it was. I'm also keeping my head straight in line with my chest, not turning at the neck. Let's unwind from here. Again, make sure you're staying really tall, not bending your spine forward, backward, or sideways. Let's just twist to the other side. A nice, easy, small twist. Head staying aligned with the chest. And unwind from there. Let's take a nice big breath. And release. So that was a short workout, but you can repeat it several times throughout the day. Maybe something in the morning to have you wake up. Something in the evening to work on building that bone strength. If you do not get up and walk around a lot or run or jump, this is an option for you to do in your chair. Add those stomps, add those jumps or double leg stomps, add that squat. It helps build the muscles in your legs. Try some push-ups. I do have some other videos on doing push-ups of the wall and things like that. Anything you can do that builds muscle strength also builds bone strength, and particularly anything weight bearing. So try to do something weight bearing, especially if you do sit a lot. Try to do something, all right? I want you to stay as active and healthy as long as possible, all right? Let me know in the comments below how you felt about this workout. If you think it's something that your doctor would approve, check with your doctor again if you need to, and make sure that it's something that that person would agree to, would think is beneficial to you, all right? And then let me know in the comments if your doctor did say that it was good, all right? Thank you so much for watching me today. Remember, you can follow me through the links that are here on the About section on Instagram and Facebook, where I share just little snippets of one exercise a day that can keep you moving, keep you healthy, all right? Take a moment to hit that like button as well, and I will see you next time. Smile.